Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome into the First and 10 halftime update. It is state playoffs semifinals time. I'm Robert Estanio, producer here at Fox 10, joined here as always with our sports director, Emily Cochran. And Emily, we got 4 teams left in our area, and so far so good, right, for them?
Yeah, right now it looks like everyone's up, everyone's winning. Got a pretty nice lead by all 4 teams. I just left Mobile Christian.
Yeah.
They had the lead 14-10 going into halftime. It looks like it's 21-10 now, Mobile Christian. So
right.
We can talk about that when we get to the scoreboard, but it was so nice to be out of
Sure.
the station
Oh, yeah,
and be
absolutely.
out of the game, get to
Yeah.
see the action in person. It was not cold. It was not raining.
Emily was under the assumption it was going to be cold and raining tonight.
I was prepared to wear a beanie and gloves. Like, I was expecting cold weather. I was expecting it to be wet. I had my rain jacket. I've got my winter coat, which I'd never have to wear, except for when I was up at Ole Miss, because it only gets cold there. It doesn't get cold down here, apparently. So I think from now on, I'm just going to stick to sports. I'm going to leave the weather and the meteorology stuff up to our meteorologists. I'm going to leave it up to Jen and Nick and Jason and Michael. So I'm going to stick to sports. I'm going to stay in my lane.
Yeah, we have experts here at Fox 10 on the weather, and I don't think either of us are 2 of them. So
definitely not one of them. So I apologize for insinuating that it was going to be just frigid cold tonight, because obviously it absolutely was not.
No, it was not.
I ended up taking my jacket off as I'm running up and down the sideline getting highlights.
I would have thought so. So all right, well let's get into some of these scores real quick. Right now we've got Saraland 29-0, and we're going to try and update these as we go, because these were made just 10 minutes ago, and these games are moving quick. So
they have already changed. Yes, Saraland is up 29-0. Seem to be rolling right along. I know Dacian Smith is out there. He sent us back a little bit.
Yeah. So apparently this is how good Saraland is. Apparently they've turned the ball over 3 times and are still up 29-0.
What?
And apparently KJ Lacey has 3 touchdown passes. Dacian said Antonio Coleman's got 2 sacks. Jameson Curtis has 1. So it looks like, regardless of what Pike Road does, it looks like Saraland's kind of cruising into the state championship game.
Yeah, it looks like they got them shut out right now. Again, it is 29-0 at half. I think a lot of the games are into the third quarter now, so we're going to have all those highlights, and we'll have a highlight package from Dacian here in just a bit. And how out at Gulf Shores? That's our next one.
Sure, yeah. I was about to say, let's check in on Gulf Shores. Now, this score is updated, right?
Yes, it is 35-0. I know Colin Wilson just scored, let's see, 27 yards out to cap off a 10-play drive, and that extends Gulf Shores' lead 35-0 over Eufaula. I think there's about 6 minutes left in the third quarter. So that game's rolling right along. Gulf Shores putting up some more points. Has Eufaula shut out. I mean, Eufaula has just not been able to get anything done. And Gulf Shores, they're just doing what they do best. And let's talk a little bit about how we got to this point.
I was about to say, just massive runs, it seems like. This makes Colin Wilson's 4th touchdown, right? He's got touchdown runs of 74 yards, 46 yards, 30 yards, and this most recent one at 27. Ronnie Royals got their other touchdown, a 57-yard run. So
just doing what they do best.
Just doing what they do best, yeah. And apparently, big goal line stand right before half to keep Eufaula shut out. So Gulf Shores also seems like they're kind of cruising to the state championship game.
Looking good on offense and defense.
Yeah. Now our next 2 games, these ones are a little bit closer. Now you were just out here at this one, right? Mobile Christian up 14-10. Do we have an update on this score, or are we still good on this one?
Yes. Right now, Mobile Christian is up 21-10. So got another score on the board. They've been looking good towards the second quarter.
Right.
First quarter looked a little rough, but the defense has just been really good all season. They've capitalized on these turnovers. I mean, I'm just like hyped up from being out there, because it's been such a good game. Now St. James, their quarterback, huge dude. I mean, just massive. I believe he's committed to Arkansas. That's what we were just talking about out there. I mean, the kid is massive. I mean, when he hits the turf, you hear him hit the turf. So, I mean, this game, St. James is a good team. I will say, when I was going into it, I expected Mobile Christian just to kind of run away with it, and that's really not been the case. St. James has gotten some really good things. Done some really good things in this one, but it looks like in the second quarter, Mobile Christian just kind of came back and said, you know what, we're on our home turf. Ronnie Cottrell is coaching from the press box, actually. He had eye surgery yesterday. So prayers for Coach Cottrell. But he's doing okay, because he's at the game. He's just coaching from the press box. And it looks like his Leopards are showing out for him. 21-10. 21-10.
21-10.
And right here, they're in the third quarter now, getting ready for some third quarter action.
And even this halftime score here, 14-0. I know at the time St. James had, I believe, 4 turnovers. Correct?
Yeah, that's correct. And then they did get that field goal going right into halftime. I mean, seconds left. I think 11 seconds.
Yeah, I
when
mean,
they got that field goal.
to turn the ball over that many times and you're only down 14-10 is,
Really not that bad.
You got to feel
That's
pretty
what
good
I'm
about
saying.
that.
They've been looking good tonight. That's the thing. Like you said, to turn the ball over 4 times, and this is the score. I mean,
I think you said one was in the end zone too.
Yeah. I mean, St. James had a chance to score, and the ball it was intercepted in the end zone. So it's just been a lot of action going on down there at Mobile Christian. But I wouldn't have it any other way.
Sure. Absolutely.
Someone that's out there shooting highlights, it's a sports photographer, a reporter, anything.
Right.
It's a dream. So definitely gonna have to keep an eye out on this score, when we get back here after the 10 o'clock news.
Yeah, sure, absolutely. And then last game, so we've got 20-14 Elba, and I believe this score is updated.
Yes, that is updated.
We have been trying to get some information on this game. We've got a reporter out at this game, but he not the biggest football head, unfortunately, but we knew coming into this game, Elba averaging 51 points a game. That's third in all classes across the state, right? We kind of thought this game would be way more of a shootout. Leroy averages a lot of points a game. So this is kind of a surprising score here in the third quarter.
Well, something that he did tell me is that one of Leroy's star running backs is out.
Okay.
He is hurt. So I think that could have something to do with maybe why they're not putting up as many points as maybe we would have predicted.
Sure.
Elba, on the other hand, Leroy's defense has done a really good job of stopping their star running back. I mean, the kid has 58 touchdowns so far this season. He set a single season record. And
committed to Auburn, I believe.
I think so. I think so. But so this game is an interesting one. It is close. Definitely one we're going to have to keep an eye on. We'll have the highlights in that one here in just a bit. But it's awesome that all of these games are in our local area.
Yeah, and Leroy's defense has been good all year, so it's not surprising that they may have played well. And one of our interns out here, he went to Leroy, so he has some friends at the game, and apparently Cadillac Williams is out here at this game.
No way.
Yeah.
How cool is that?
Yeah, so I assume something to do with the Elba running back.
Probably so, if I had to guess.
Yeah.
Speaking of him being on the sidelines, I saw Sterling Dixon
cool.
on the sidelines at Mobile Christian, hanging
Former
out there,
team.
watching his former team make a run at that blue map. So that was pretty cool to see him out there supporting his former team and his guys. So.
Yeah. Well, with only 4 games, they're moving quickly, right?
Yeah.
So we need to get back out here, but we will have highlights from all 4 of these games and complete coverage and final scores. Tonight at 10 o'clock, it will be the second half of our 10 o'clock news, so we should start around 10:15, I would think. So make sure you tune into that. Emily is hosting. We have Dacian live down at Saraland, Hal live out at Gulf Shores. Emily got us highlights for Mobile Christian, and we've got a photographer out at Leroy right now. So we've got all 4 games covered. Just make sure you download that app, subscribe to those push notifications, and tune in to us at 10. Emily, I'm glad you're out of the freezing cold weather and you're back in warm conditions. So we're going to get back out here, put our show together, and
just
we will
frigid temperatures
absolutely.
out there.
But for Emily Cochran, I'm Robert Estadio. We'll see y'all at 10.
See you at 10.